All right, ODM Slim.
What's the deal?
What's going on with you, man?
How you doing? You already know, Cam. What's the deal, man?
It's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Been, you know what I'm saying? A lot of anticipation, man. You already know.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Well, we'll start off from the beginning and get to know you a little bit better, man. So for the people who don't know, where'd you grow up at?
South Central Los Angeles, rolling 50s, you know. And it's between Normandy and Western, you know. It's the 50s kind of, it's a jumping pot, so I grew up on like the neighborhood side of the 50s, you know what I'm saying? Man, same 5'5", 5'7", you know, 5'8", little area.
Okay, and what was it like for you growing up there?
I could say now that me growing up now, it's like, damn, it was rough. You could say rough, all right, rough. Seeing other people's lifestyle, it's rough. But at that time growing up, it was like, you know, it's normal. Little kid, you know, normal kid life.
Okay, so you saying it was rough. You know, what were some things that was going on that made it rough?
Like I said, like now looking at it, it was rough because of knowing and seeing everybody's life, like seeing everybody different, like the picture of like the normal life and normal people stuff. All right, I didn't have like that. Moms and dad thugging, you know what I'm saying? It was not no such thing of running in the house, mama, dad coming out to defend you. Nah, mom, we all going outside to fight. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it was not, I don't know. Like for me, it was a great childhood because I grew up the way I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I'm my type of person, but if you ask somebody else from North Dakota, they probably tell you, you know, you a roughneck, you grew up in a rough environment. But like I said, me growing up, it was regular.
You mentioned your parents were in the streets too?
Yeah, my mom and my dad, yeah, man, very much so.
I think both of your parents were from hoods?
Yeah, my mama, like, my hood as of right now, my mom, like, she was from Hustlers and all that shit when they first turned neighborhoods. So my mom considers, she's not a gamer right now. My mama is really involved in my 5-7 neighborhoods, and my daddy from Raymond, yeah. They from hoods, real, you know what I'm saying? My daddy from Raymond Avenue, Crip. He from, he was started at 120, but they went to Inglewood, started the 10 Deuce Raymonds. He wasn't like the first, you know what I'm saying, the little niggas over there in Inglewood.
What was that like growing up? Was that influence you to make you want to be in the streets?
Like my dad, for sure. Like my dad had been the type of person he was. It was like, you know, it was for sure like, you know, turned up. It was for sure a good, it was like an image of like a Crip, you know what I'm saying? Like a person that wanted to be a Crip. He ran around with, you know what I'm saying, with a shotgun. He was a little bitty motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh yeah, he was a little powerful. And in the streets, he had a good name, you know? So of course it showed me like, if I wanted to do anything streetwise, he the person I could look up to, you know?
Okay, and what was school like for you growing up?
In the beginning, I love the school. Like, I love school, like you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the math and all that, but it just like, I was like, as growing up, like, the beginning ages, like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, was in like magnet school. It was like magnet class for like math and all this other stuff. I really didn't give a fuck about literature that much, but it grew on me later on in life, but I really was like a math guy, you know what I'm saying? I was math. I was cool in school. It got to like around 6th grade where the gangbanging really started, 5th grade, 6th grade, gangbanging started. So it's like, we're just getting to John Muir, junior high school, gangbanging starting. It was like school it wasn't the academics, it was just like the problems, you know what I'm saying? The fighting, catching cases at school, all that type of stuff.
How old were you when you caught your first case?
10, I believe.
10 years old?
Yeah. Brandishing a firearm.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What happened?
A brandishing a firearm. It was some neighbors that lived next door to us. They was our neighbors or whatever, and they was getting to our family, you know, so we was having little problems. They was Hispanic and black, so we were getting to it, just got moved next to each other type shit. We was getting to it, this and that. He did something to my little cousin. First they lived next to us, then they moved down the street some. So when they first moved, they moved to these duplexes, you know what I'm saying, on Butlong. And so we We walked by the duplex. My pops had the 38, you know what I'm saying? My mom had her 38. I checked Pop's stash spot, couldn't find his. Went to Mom's, found hers, you know what I'm saying? And just like, I wanted to scare him. So I walked up to him, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, that's the first time I've seen somebody like get really nervous of a gun. You know, like see somebody really like freeze up, like, you know what I'm saying? That fear of a gun. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you know, that was my first case. I pulled it on him. I went to, and I kept going to make that, I thought it was nothing. I'm young, shut up. When I put it on him, he like jumped back, he called the police. So I go to Taco Bell, which is on Vermont and 58th. I go to Taco Bell, I'm sitting there, and police surround the whole Taco Bell. But mind you, I'm kind of smart, like, so when I did it, I'm like, let me go just hide this motherfucker, like, not just have it on me. So when I did it, I walked and I hid it. So when I went to Taco Bell, they surrounded the whole Taco Bell, you know what I'm saying? Took me to jail, couldn't find a gun. They took me to jail though, you know what I'm saying? Brandished a firearm, terrorist threats, that type of shit. Hell yeah.
And were you in Juvenile Hall at that young?
Yeah,
or did
I was in
go?
Juvenile Hall. I went to first from Juvenile Hall. At this time, see, when people see Juvenile Hall LP now, like, they had, which is RXY in the back, the new units. At first it was GH. I was in GH when GH was there. It was no RX, none of that, it was just GH. First time I was there, I stayed in AB though. I stayed in AB, was in AB for like, I think 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then I stayed for a month, they let me out. My first time being in jail, I stayed in AB the whole time. I violated, I think a few weeks later, I believe a few weeks later, I'm cold as a motherfucker. But a few weeks later, I violated. So once I violated, what they do, they sent me, I gave me probation for that shit. They gave me probation for the little case. I violated, then I was in GH. And that's when the shit started. I violated it, and then after that, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? You didn't stop going to jail.
So you're in and out of jail from there.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so did you go to high school at all?
Yeah, I went to high school after I was getting out of jail. I went to high school at the end. I went to Fontana High School. On the way from graduation, I got a certificate. I walked the stage from Fontana. So Fontana High School was like the high school I posted like.
So you lived down in the Inland Empire for a while?
I really didn't. I was in jail. I was went to jail before release, like pro release. I stayed in a halfway house type stuff, which was in Fontana. I had credits already. I had good credits and all that stuff. So they're like, you might as well go to the regular school, get your different little courses, so I can attend college. I was gonna try to attend college or whatever. So I was getting pre-ready for college. So yeah, I went to Fontana when I graduated.
What age did you officially like jump off the porch?
Age? We was already banging at gang banging, like gang banging itself. We was like 10, 11 years old. Half was like 9, so yeah, I was like 10, putting me 11. Half was like, yeah. So 10 for me, I was already off the porch, like we was already from the hood. We was thugging, gang tattoos and all that. 11 years old was already tattooed up, like on the hood. It was a wrap. Like my first time being shot, I probably like, not even, when I was grazed in my leg, probably like, what, 13, 12? We wasn't even know, we was young.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.